So, apologies for the noise, I have got the printer on currently. Just heating up to print the last few bits. I had a part failure. Two of the little parts, one of them, this one, just sort of warped a little bit as it was printing. Can't even focus on it. So I'm reprinting that, and I forgot to print one part. But the rest of the model is printed, and we're going to start sticking everything together. I'm not going to film it. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this, because obviously I'm going to put it together, paint it. So I'm going to do as much of that as I can. But I figure people have seen a lot of that, so I don't want to document too much of it, but I want to get what's important there. So I'm going to start sticking everything together. Got everything ready to go. Yeah, and I'll bring it back when I've got something else to show. Hi guys, so I realised, like a bit of a plonker, that I'd not actually recorded a mini update to what I'd actually painted so far. So I just popped some images here of where I'm at in the painting process, so you can see sort of where I'm at. Okay guys, so I thought I'd just bring you back just for a quick update really on the model. I'm getting to the stage where I need to start planning where it's going to go, how it's going to sit. So I'll show you what I've got already in a minute. So this is the model as it is currently. So I had to do a little bit of freehand on it, which for me I'm quite impressed with, because it's not something I've done before really. Not in a long time at least anyway. So the model's pretty much there for the body and the board. The base is primed and stuck together. So I'll pull back a little bit. I'm going to crack the airbrush and the spray booth out tomorrow, mind the monster can. So that's there. The sail part I've got filled. I'm just literally sanding that down as we speak. But obviously the main part of this is, the electronics part of it as well. And I thought, how can I display it? Now, I thought about this. So this is from a company called Pirates Grog. And what you normally get is you get 3 little mini bottles of rum in it. I got this as a gift a few years back. And I thought that this could be used as the display box. So now I have to trace around, again, I really should wear gloves, but I keep forgetting. Trace around it and sort of cut this out with a scalpel or a hobby knife and get it sat on there. And that's what it's going to be displayed on. It can also house the electronics as well. That's my plan. So that'll be the next step. I don't want to paint this until I've done this bit, so I can get everything ready. And until that's ready, because realistically I want to do everything. I need to airbrush at once. I've got some little bits over here that are still drying from primer or paint. I did accidentally stick the little ponytail on wrong. I'm going to have to try and stick that on again after. I've got the head on the body. Hopefully that'll be okay. If not, it's just going to have to be a, Jim Hawkins without his ponytail, simply. So yeah, I'm going to crack on, and I'll bring you back and show you again once I'm at the next stage. Hi again, guys. So just thought I'd bring you back, show you what I've done now. Made a little bit of progress. I'm not filming a lot of it because, quite frankly, I'm not very good at filming. It's not something I've really done before. I'm really struggling to get sort of the up-close shots for painting and putting stuff together. So if anything comes from this video and it turns out to be anything, maybe I'll look into, upgrading that and really spending some time learning and figuring that out. As it is for this project, it was just I want to try something. I want to try filming and putting a video out there because I thought it was interesting, and I'm hoping some of you out there will as well. So we'll see. Hopefully, enough of you see it that it might be worth me investing into some camera equipment or something like that. But anyway, so here's what I got done yesterday. So here's the box. I showed you this yesterday. I made a bit of a mistake because I ordered these switches off Amazon thinking that they'd be better than the switch that it got, because it's obviously more like a button, so I could drill a hole through somewhere in here, have that poking through and press it. The reason I've messed up is because these are momentary buttons. They're not what I thought they were. So that was a bit of a waste of money. So for the time being, I'm just going to stick with the button that it comes with, which is this one. So I'll turn it around. So what I've done is I've cut the notches in the top that I talked about. So that will, if I get the base, which is now all lovely and primed there, so that fits into these little notches there and fits perfectly. So that'll be sort of the full, I say full look, but that's obviously with the base. So that's how that looks. I'm quite happy with that. I just need to paint this, which is probably on the agenda today. I'm going to fire the airbrush up and get that painted. Obviously it's supposed to be cloud, so hopefully I can do a decent enough job of that. Again, no non-figures there, little logo. So inside of here is the setup. So originally, I remember when I showed you this, it had a very small, almost button speaker on it, which I've now replaced with a little bit more of a powerful speaker that I had lying around that I bought for another project that never quite worked out. Don't mind the screws, I'll show you that in a second. So if I close this back up, I will give you a demonstration in just a second, but I want to show you what I did. So on the bottom, you can see there, so I've added some small rubber feet to lift it off the ground, because I've made this hole so that I can get the speaker sound obviously to come out of the bottom. It wasn't sounding great echoing inside the box, so I thought with the speaker being a little bit more powerful, I'll make a hole in the bottom, stick it down, add some feet, and that lifts it off. So now, although again I can't show you too much of this, when you press the button it is quite loud. There we go. So that's pretty much done. I'm not painting anything to do with this. It's literally just going to sit the model on top, probably stick that on with some epoxy, and that's the plan. Obviously, when this sits on top, you get sort of the rough idea of what it will look like. I'll get my hand out of the way. I can't let go either. There. So that's sort of what it's going to look like. Obviously the sail's going to go behind. There's a few more bits to add. Like I say, I've got the head there painted. I need to paint the boosters and his little ponytail that fell off. So yeah, I'm sort of want to focus. The next probably stage of this will be getting the sail done, getting the base done, before I concentrate on all the other little bits. Although I would quite like to get that finished, so that I, finish all the boosters and stuff, so the board is completely done. Then I'm just concentrating on these. But we'll see how it goes. It's just a matter of, finding time and figuring that out. So again, I'm going to try and film it, but I'm not the best at it. I filled this yesterday, so this is just car body filler, just to fill some of the gaps. Again, how well that works, I don't know. I need to sort of finish sanding this down. As you can see, there's still a few rough bits. Go over that with a finer sandpaper, like a 3000 grit. It's not going to look amazing because there's some bits that I filled with resin that they didn't quite cure right, and I ended up having to peel it back off with a craft knife. But yeah, I'm sort of doing what I can. And yeah, hopefully, as I said before, I'm doing this primarily, at the weekend. So because of that, I've not got the most time in the world. But I'm trying to get down here as much as I can to get it finished. It's now I want to say 17th of November, 16th of November. So a little over a month. I think it's doable. I think I'm about there. Ironically, when I first started this and I said, everyone could call me crazy and stuff, that's what I genuinely believed. And actually everything's gone, I don't want to say it, but everything's gone all right so far. So maybe I'm just overthinking it, or maybe I was overthinking it. The printer worked absolutely fine. After I changed the resin, I had some issues with that, I think I mentioned. Once I changed to just a different resin, a cheaper resin in fact, I haven't had a print, I have had print fails, but not catastrophic, so none of the main bits that I needed. Ironically, the only bits that failed were bits that I'd accidentally printed twice. My hair looks horrendous. So yeah, that was surprising, but also nice, because I'm very used to having to wait and worry about prints, and that's done a pretty good job. The heater module inside actually does help. Again, if I can pull this up, it doesn't want to go. There we go. So You know, we've got the actual Elegoo branded heater inside there. That really helps with things. Was a worry at first, but again, I've had no real issues since I've put that in there. Everything's printed fine. It keeps the temperature nice. I haven't actually used it for a few weeks. I plan on printing myself something because I've never really, apart from like a few of the little bits up there that I've printed but never really finished, and obviously my Johnny Silverhand over there that's in many different parts and pieces. Never really done anything for myself and finished a project. So maybe I will. Maybe that'll be the next thing I film. Something similar, maybe, you know, electronic components or something like that. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, and hopefully, you know, it's something that, you know, people might want to see. So yeah, I'll carry on with the painting, and I will bring you back / see you again soon.